the experts one last chance, and they blew it by pick 2. We're taking over this mock draft because we know what's going to happen.
Who won the Dexter Lawrence trade? We don't agree.
Jeremiah Love will be drafted in the top 3 picks, and you ain't changing my mind.
Buckle up. What if the 1,000-year reign of Christ already happened and history quietly erased it?
Am I the only person here that knows how to whistle?
I finally did it. I learned how to whistle.
Huh?
You what now?
I finally learned how to whistle.
You didn't know how to whistle?
I didn't. No. I'm 34.
Can you ride a bike?
See, hang on. I guess I didn't learn how to whistle. I guess I didn't do it.
I pity the man who can't whistle.
Man, gosh.
I'm that man.
I was like showing my kids. I was so excited. Yeah, seriously. I don't know.
Hold on, do it again. Blow away from the mic.
Wait.
There you go.
There's a little bit in there. I hear it.
Wait. Oh, there were. Dude,
You need a bigger gap in between your teeth.
That'll
help you get it.
You just punch me in the tooth.
I got
you.
you.
Just like knock that one out. Dude, seriously, I can't.
Wait, what inspired this?
I've been trying to learn how to whistle for literally, I don't know,
whole life.
30 years. Like I'm 34. So
Right.
since I knew, you can whistle with your mouth, I've been trying to do it. And I finally figured it out. And of course, now when I try to do it in front of you guys, I can't do it. But dude, it's because the pressure's on, man. I'm just
For those of you watching,
not
you can't see the water bottle he's got underneath of him. He's not actually
whistle
whistling.
shy.
Yeah, he's just a little whistle shy.
Don't feel bad. I still can't whistle.
Wait, you can't whistle?
I can't whistle.
Dude.
Wait, what?
I
How am I
tried.
in a room full of people who can't whistle?
One in
Hold on, hit it.
I can't whistle.
Are you serious, bro?
I
This is
can't.
insane. My wife
I've
gets
never
so
been
mad at
able
me
to.
because I'll be walking around the house and I'm
Yeah, I'm jealous of that.
He just wanted to flex that he
talent.
could whistle.
I can do inward whistles.
I thought you said inward
Yeah,
whistle.
he said
That was
whistle.
We're gonna have to cut that out. Cut that.
Yeah.
You can do what kind of whistle now?
I'm trying to. I think it was Jack Black who talked about inward singing. So he never stopped singing. He's like, now I'm singing outward. Now I'm singing inward. Now I'm always singing all the time, all the time, all the time. Just like Brett. So I was like, I'm gonna do that with a whistle. I can't do it as well inward, but I do. I am very trained.
I'm trying it, man. I can't do it. Dude, I promise you I figured it out. I promise you. I was like, I told my wife, I was like, look, I can finally do it. I can do it. And she was like, big deal. Like, big deal. You know how to whistle.
I want to learn how to do the whistle where like they like tuck their lip and it's like real loud.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
the old, hey, everybody, listen up.
yeah, everybody listen up. They put their fingers in their mouth. I've tried it and I'm like, I like no. Like I don't know what black magic you're
Yeah.
doing in your mouth.
I
but-
can't figure it out. I've tried. It's so difficult. I can do a lot of cool things. I can blow bubbles with my gum. Good ones.
Hey,
I'm a really good snapper.
yeah.
I can clap obnoxiously loud
Let me see your
than
snap.
the normal clap.
Let me see your snap.
Yeah, let's see if we can hear it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh.
Oh, solid.
Yeah,
Trey,
you
let me
can
hear
tell.
a snap.
You could. I mean, mine's
okay.
so much higher pitch.
When I was a kid, my sister was like faster than me with some things. She's 2 years younger than me. She was faster at like tying her shoes. She was quick at snapping, and I could not get the snap down. But I taught myself how to snap like this.
What the heck? That is weird.
That's weird.
You're a weird.
I don't
that's-
trust you. I don't trust you
That's how
no
I
more.
snapped for a long
Any
time.
take this guy's got, I don't trust.
Did you guys ever do this when you were kids?
Yeah. I used to be
little
able to
thing.
do that. I can't. My fingers aren't as limber as they
Yeah,
once were.
it really hurts.
But that's crazy.
We used to always just do this when as kids. You can cut that if need be.
No, that's the thumbnail. That's right. That's a thumbnail. Wow, that's incredible. Well, good job, Trey. Well,
Thanks, man.
I know.
yeah.
You trying to give me a lesson after this?
A whistling lesson? Yeah, we can learn together.
Okay.
Sunday concession. Sunday concessions. Sunday concessions.
Speaking of children, Caleb and I had a fun weekend DJing at the homeschool prom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I thought you were
Homeschool
going
prom
to say Caleb and I had a
2026.
child. You know, it's like,
yeah, we took care of a child
That
together.
would have been fun.
yeah.
No, yeah, we do the homeschool prom every year, and it is a wild experience to see how music cycles through different like generations.
Yeah.
Right. So like for a long time, it was the early 2010s, like Katy Perry, Kesha, Lady Gaga, all that like really good dance. That's what we listened to when we went to prom, and then it kind of fell out of style. Like people didn't really like listening to it. But I'll tell you what, the best songs we played were Kesha songs.
No way.
Yeah.
The kids were going crazy for them.
I almost shed a tear. I was so happy.
I was very proud.
Yeah.
I was very proud.
That is so cool, man.
Yeah, because especially like today's music that is really popular, it's really like indie style. I'm like, you
like
can't
Josiah
dance this.
Queen. Like,
Josiah Queen.
Yep.
Who's the other guy? Season of the Sticks.
Noah Kahan.
Oh yeah, Noah Kahan. Yeah.
You know, it's like people want that song all the time, and I'm like, how do you shake your buns to this?
I know.
Like, dude.
Well, it's more like it's not even dancing anymore. It's like, what can I sing along to that's really fun to sing along to?
Yeah.
You know?
Like
And
Timber. You guys play Timber?
We didn't play
Timber's so
Timber,
good.
but we should
Why?
have.
That-
We hit like 4 or 5 Kesha songs.
I
It was
know.
pretty fire.
There's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many Kesha songs.
That's a whole concert.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, it was also depressing though, because I was thinking back to when I was going to prom. I loved prom and homecoming. Like it was a blast. I love dancing, and it was like, you know, you start at 7, it ends at 11, and like the entire 4 hours, like you're just going as hard as you can.
Going hard.
Your ankles are hurting, your knees are swollen, you're sweating, you're probably bleeding somewhere, but it didn't matter. Like, no, wait, the bangers are coming
We're
at the
going
end.
in.
You
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
Dude, these kids at like 9:30, 9:45 are kind of just like just getting tired, wearing like, what
Where's
are you doing?
the energy?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Oh, it was depressing.
I was about to pull the ninja. I don't see any movement. When he was doing the floss.
Knucklehead.
Terrible.
But
video.
even at the end, I think you were playing like the classic, like,
Low
dance
by
bangers.
Apple Bottom Jeans.
By
This girl requested Low by Apple Bottom Jeans. So
I said, oh, who?
I've never heard of this band.
Never heard of
Jeans.
Apple Bottom Jeans? ABJ?
Yeah, ABJ, baby.
Everybody give it up for Apple Bottom Jeans.
Yeah, I hit him with Low. We hit him with by Usher.
Sure.
That's like the classic like back-to-back song list right there.
Yeah.
I still haven't done Get Low in a while.
Yeah.
Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. That used to be like my anthem, but
That was a go-to one.
yeah, we've kind of moved on from that, I feel like, as a people, which is sad, which is really sad to see.
Yeah.
I think the economy would be better if we listened to more Get Low by Lil Jon.
Probably. The group dances are still a hit. The cha-cha slide and what's the other one?
Just the cha-cha or cha-cha real smooth.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the same as the electric slide?
No. Or
Oh, no.
that's like, that's different.
I can't
That's
remember.
different song.
Yeah.
It's been a while
You
since.
can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Boogie.
Cha-cha slide's the down, do your
Yeah.
down. And then the other one's
No.
I can't remember.
No, cha-cha slide is everybody clap your hands.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Dang.
So the Cupid's anthem?
Cupid shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle.
Cupid
that's
We
it.
need to
Shuffle
go
is
to a
that
wedding again. We got to get all our slides.
I
in
do
a
this
row.
all the time. I DJ
Yeah.
all the time.
Come
I
on,
should
Cam,
know
you're
this.
letting us
This
down.
is really bad.
Letting us
Yeah.
down.
But I hate group dance songs. I hate them.
I
Yeah.
can't stand them.
I do them because it gets people on the dance floor, but I can't stand them.
People love being told what to do.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, give me a song that tells me exactly what to do right now.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't know how to
All
dance. Yeah. But anyway, what's going on with you, Trey? How was your weekend?
Oh, good, man. My daughter, she's 3. She
Okay.
Good for her.
finally pooped in the toilet.
Let's
for
go.
the first time.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Up until this point, like, she'd been really scared of doing that. And we actually talked to the pediatrician about this, and she said that that's normal for a lot of kids this age because it's like it almost feels like your gut's falling out of you, right? Like,
Right,
it's just
right.
weird. Like, they're used to a diaper or
Yep.
pull-up or whatever.
Yep.
And so she finally did it. So as soon as she did, my wife was like, "Come on, we're gonna go to the store and we're gonna get you a toy and
Yep.
you can have a cookie
Yep.
and like all these like really cool things."
It's gonna make you poop again.
But man, it's pretty crazy. Like what excites you like in your 30s, like when you
Yeah.
have little kids, like learning how to whistle and your daughter pooping. But
If I got a toy and cookie for every time I use the bathroom,
dang. Be a thicker man.
I'd be
sitting here.
plentiful.
They couldn't give me cookies because it just made me go back to the bathroom.
This goes right through you.
Yeah, it would just went right through me.
Push another one out right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a big deal. I remember when my daughter was easy.
Yeah.
She just like got it really fast. I think she potty trained at like 2.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. And we really didn't teach her.
Well, she did too. My daughter
Okay.
did too.
Okay.
Like she's been peeing for a long
But
time.
the poop part was the hard one.
Yeah.
My son was the hard one.
Uh-huh.
But now, like, he's like runs in the house from playing outside. He's like beet red. And he'll go, I got to go to the bathroom. Go pee and poop. And he hits the toilet. And it's so funny because he'll get finished pooping. And me and my wife are sitting in the living room just hanging out. And then I hear him, Mom, I went pee and poop. And I don't know why he says it like that. Pee and poop. And you walk in the bathroom and he's just like, hands on the floor, butt up in the air, just ready for you to wipe. It's like, this is fatherhood. I like this.
My son just turned 2 last week. I was telling you guys, and he like when we change his diaper, he's ready to go. Like
Right.
he follows my daughter into the bathroom now, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on the little the little kitty one sitting on the floor." But like when we change his diaper, he's like, "Daddy, I go poop," and I'm like, "No, buddy." He goes, "I just went pee," but he's like quizzing me like to see if I understand. He knows like he didn't poop. Anyways, kids are fun, man.
They're
Like
so
it's
much
just
fun.
so like. Get ready, Caleb. Get ready. You're getting ready to like enter that mode when they start talking back to you and just like reasoning with you and stuff, and it's exciting. It's fun.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, really.
I'm not ready. Haven't watched a single video. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go straight in, just deal with it in the moment.
Well, dude, for thousands
Straight
of
raw
years,
dog in life.
like we
crazy.
didn't have TVs until like the last 70 years, right? Like, like you'll be fine, like without videos. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
I'm like, all right, buddy, time for bed. He's gonna go. No, Dad. I'm gonna go.
Look, our parents knew 2 things: either say "Okay, Dad" or
Yep.
Wapa.
yeah, wah-wah.
I learned quick. I did learn quick.
Yeah. Anyway, that's wild. Yeah, my daughter just turned 1 on Friday. We
Yeah.
have birthdays right back
I
to
know.
back in the same
I
month.
know.
That's crazy.
It has been the wildest week.
So crazy.
Just so much going on.
And our anniversaries, they're
Well,
like
mine-
a week apart from each
yeah,
other.
because we're in October, right?
Yep.
That's
When in
right.
October are you?
You're October 5th, right?
19th.
19th. Yep. You're
Yep.
literally a week after me.
Yep. So
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
Something else that my wife and I did recently is we took those two to soccer practice, their first soccer practice.
Oh, baby.
And they got some lessons in. It's really cool because they said my son is actually doing so well that he could move up to the next class with my daughter.
Oh, that's
which
fun.
is nice because like you don't want to go spend like 3 hours like for 2 different sessions
Right.
back to back, which is what we did for the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited for that. I also played soccer, but not until I was older. I was like 6 or 7 when I started playing soccer when I was little. But when I was like their age, my parents, they put me in swimming lessons, which, God, dude, I hated that. Absolutely hated that.
You really?
Dude, I hated it because they would like drop me off and just like let me do my lesson. And it felt like hours. It was probably like 45 minutes that it was. But like the instructors, they would put these floaties like on my arms right here. And then they would just like throw me in the pool. And then I'm just like in the pool like this, like with my head's underwater. And I'm just like, and I'm like, what's happening? My mouth is underwater, but my arms, thank God, they're safe. You know, in case I die.
Just give him 5 minutes. His instincts are about to kick in.
Yeah.
You don't want to interrupt the cycle of life.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah, I did swimming lessons when I was a kid. I don't remember it much except for the little board and hating it. I just remember being so hungry after swimming. I don't know what happens when you swim that makes you so hungry.
I mean, you are like working out essentially. I mean, you're burning a ton of calories. Like it's all resistance. Like you're kicking and you're moving your arms and everything is resistance. So
a great workout.
I work out in the gym for like an hour.
Maybe you should go
And
swimming.
when I leave working out in the gym and I'm not hungry, I'm like the opposite of hungry. I'm like,
I agree.
if I eat something right now, I'll feel sick.
You're not doing enough.
But if
man.
I swim in the water, bruh,
I'm
like going to the
starving,
beach.
Marvin.
Yeah, if you go to the beach,
Dude, that's true.
You come back to the shore to your cooler, and it's like, give me that peanut butter and jelly. It's like coated in sand. You just give it to me.
Yeah, that is so true. I don't know. You're right. Like, because we go to the beach every single summer. And when we're on the beach, I'm like, dude, I'm ravenous the entire day. It's like I'm eating from like 8 a.m. until like 5 p.m. when we're leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I feel disgusting. Like, I don't
I'll tell you what it is.
What's that?
It's the government.
Oh, it's the government, man.
Yeah. There's something in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Big.
I did swim team when I got older. I didn't do swim lessons, but when I got older, my mom made me do swim team in the summer, and yeah, I hated it. But then I learned to like it. But the worst part was like at the swim meets when they make you wear those like tight jammers.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hated wearing that thing. I was like, this is so gross. Why would anyone want to wear something like this in public?
Yeah.
I'd like all the way up to you get to like sit in the little benches as you like wait for your turn to go up, and I'm wearing gym shorts the entire time. And the last second possible, take them off, step up, dive in, put them right back on. My coach wanted me to shave my entire body from head to toe.
Dang.
I was like, I'm not doing that. He's like, dude, I do it like once every 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, you're gross.
Yeah.
You're working at the YMCA right now.
Exactly. You
It's
know
not
that's
that
weird,
serious,
right?
brother.
Like,
It's not that deep.
you know that's weird. You're not an Olympic swimmer.
Yeah.
Your name's not Michael Phillips.
Phelps.
Phillips. Captain Phillips.
I know. He's slick like a dolphin and still coming in at third place at every swim
Caleb
meet.
had a perfect body for swimming because
Oh.
he's tall and lanky.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I do have a pretty nice body, don't I?
it's pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
My my swim
swimming.
team experience was not fun because I was really anxious, and I remember being in the jammer, and whenever they call you up to like get ready for you to swim, and then you like wait, you're like in a line behind other people, and I would just sit on the benches, and I have to pee so bad, but I was like, if I go pee, I might not make it back in time. I had plenty of time. You literally sit there for like 30, 40 minutes waiting for your event, but I would just sit there and pee on myself.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because everything was wet already.
It was you.
I just peed, and so like the benches, every time I left the bench would just be soaking wet, bro. I
Brother,
was like,
you gotta hold it in until
I
you're in the
knew it.
water because that's like a little bit of nos. Like as you're going, it's just a little bit more.
It
Projection.
wasn't just him,
Dude,
bro.
it could-
I'd
hey.
be behind people like that in the benches, and you move up a spot, and you're like, man, it's warm right here.
It's so nice
Who was
right
sitting
here.
here?
it was KB.
It was KB.
It was
It
me.
was just Cam just coming
Yeah.
by. He's just peeing on all the benches.
Gross, dude.
All right. Well, I guess we're only 5 days away? No, 4 days away.
4 days away.
from
Well, today's
this-
Monday at the time of recording.
It's
True.
wild. 4 days away from the NFL draft.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's wild because like as soon as the Super Bowl ended, it felt like so far in the future that the draft would be happening. But like now it's like right here.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Speaking of future, I got a story for you guys.
Oh.
It's not so much a story as much as it is. You guys into conspiracies at all?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I got one for you. You know what the Millennium Reign is?
No.
Yeah.
You don't know?
Biblical
okay.
Millennium
All right.
Reign.
Yeah. Biblical
Okay,
Millennium
yeah.
Reign.
I don't know a lot of things.
All right. So in the Book of Revelation in the Bible, basically what happens is it's the 1,000-year period when Jesus returns,
Right.
And it's like peace on earth. Essentially,
Yep.
that's what's happening.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah. I've known. I've
and
heard
so
this.
basically, this happens for 1,000 years. After that, Satan is released from his bondage for a short time before everything becomes the New Jerusalem.
Right.
That's basically what happens. Well, there's this theory out there that's been it comes around every like couple years. Like I see it,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing it like come up again right
Okay.
now. But basically, the core theory is that the Millennium Reign has already happened. Have you heard of this, Cam?
It's amillennialism.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm not that. No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not an amillennialist, but
Yeah.
I've heard this theory. But
Yeah,
keep going. I
but
don't want to
But it's pretty crazy because I went through and I actually I tried to find as much as I could about it, like just to see like what their arguments were. For what it's worth, I don't believe this.
Right.
Like I don't believe this is what has happened already. But basically, they're saying it's not in the future, which the large majority of Christians, anybody who believes in the Bible, would say that we are heading towards Jesus' return, and
Correct.
we have not got there yet. But basically the biggest thing is that large portions of early medieval history they're poorly documented,
Right.
and they make copies of historical documents from copies of originals.
Right.
And so you're really like watering down and like diluting.
It's like telephone.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. And this is from I don't know how you say his first name, Heribert. Illig.
Okay.
He was a German historian. In 91, he basically came up with this idea of the phantom time hypothesis, which is the claim that from 614 to 911 AD, which is 297 years, it's misdated, it's fabricated. It's just like a big chunk of history is missing. There's a lack of archaeological layers matching the timeline. There's a sudden appearance of rulers like Charlemagne who just kind of like appear out of nowhere. He's basically saying, like, if 300 years are uncertain, we don't know for sure like what happened in those 300 years, then it's possible we don't know what happened in those, in the last 1,000 years, leading up to this time. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you can look at like these massive cathedrals that exist today. They have like such incredible engineering and like such precision that was done on them that we have still not replicated today. And so a lot of people look at that as, Jesus having come back already, and all these cathedrals and everything. Like this is not new. Like this is stuff that like, they've been talking about, like, how did the pyramids get created for, thousands and thousands of years. Yeah, exactly. And it poses good questions, right? Like how did all of that stuff happen? But without like clear developmental steps to get there, like how it just like instantly appears and then we just don't do it anymore. Like that's another like major point that they're talking about. But then they talk about Christianity, like basically ruling over everything. And basically everybody was saying like, this is the right religion, across, all nations. Everybody knew who Christ was at that time, that kind of thing. It's all to say, like, it was like a supernatural authority is like what the claim is. Right. Is that this is what was happening. Everybody knew that Jesus was here, and everybody knew that this is, the 1,000-year reign, and that it did happen a lot closer to, when Jesus lived on earth than versus, now.
Than now.
Yeah. So, just pretty crazy, man, to think about all that. Again, I don't believe in any of this.
It's so cool to think about. I mean, like, this is the type of stuff, besides football, that I love to nerd out about, is like different conspiracy theories, Bible theology, because it's so fascinating. And you're right. Like, you look at these cathedrals and stuff, it's like, bro. I mean, pyramids is a great example. Like, how in the world did human beings come up with this idea of pyramids? Right.
Yeah.
And then you talk about, like, the cathedrals, the churches, these... what is the one from Hunchback of Notre Dame? Notre Dame. That's what it's called. Notre Dame. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
You look at that place. I mean, it is like, how did they get these giant stones? And like, I work in construction, and I see people drop freaking like bundles of wood on a forklift. They screw up that stuff. And then you see these old buildings. They're just incredible. So I don't know. I mean, it's a fascinating way to think about it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and it's it's really interesting too, because they use like the time frame that we're in to be like the season of Satan,
right?
Because there's like global confusion, there's like wars, and there's like all this other stuff that's happening right now too. Yeah. Which you can kind of, if you wrap your mind around it, you do the mental gymnastics, like you can understand where this claim is coming from,
right?
But there's also a lot to really debunk this claim, like a lot of it. Like for one, I mean, there were so many wars throughout the last several hundreds of years.
Absolutely.
Like so many wars, like globally.
Yeah.
Like that's not something that's in a perfect,
right.
Jesus-led world.
It would probably be a larger conversation if there was like mass non-understanding for like 1,000 years of like stuff like that.
Right.
I'd have to like look into some of the research, but yeah, it's like more scientists, not even just Christian scientists or historians, would be talking about, why is all this stuff? And I think too, every generation's like, this is the season of Satan.
Yeah.
Like, our grandparents were like, this is the season of Satan. Their dresses are showing their ankles now. Yeah. And like we just keep pushing the line, and every generation says like, this is the worst. But it is fascinating to think about. But I've actually heard a lot about like the amillennialism and different theories with that stuff. I think it's extremely fascinating.
Yeah, it's like really cool to look into, but it's pretty easy to debunk too.
Yeah.
Like if you're just going off of like the Bible itself, like Revelation 1:7 says, every eye will see him, right? And what I think, like just speaking in modern times, like that just to me sounds like television.
Right.
Like everybody's
Cell
gonna
phones.
be cell phones, television, any screen, like every person on earth basically has a screen in their hand at all times. Like, that would be so easy. Growing up, like we didn't know, like my dad would talk about this too. And when we were in the 90s, he'd be like, I don't know even how that's going to work. It's just going to be like a big donut and everybody like, around the world looks at him, that way. He was like, I don't understand. But, the return is going to be global and unmistakable. Yeah. And, there's going to be no question about it.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely. I can't wait.
I'll have to share. I got a great book for you if you're into like that stuff.
Oh yeah,
a book. It's called From Sinai to Zion.
Okay.
By Joel Richardson, and he talks a lot about the return of Jesus. And for me, it was like always this like I grew up in the Left Behind series era.
Yeah.
Where it was like this terrifying thing where your mother like disappears, but you're still on Earth without a parents, and it's like, I don't think that's really exactly what's going to happen, right? But that book is fascinating, and it's really like follows like what Scripture actually talks about, and just really what Christians have believed for a long time.
Yeah,
but it's kind of gotten muddied over the years and generations because all these different theories come up. I'll share.
Well, speaking of muddy, actually, there's sub conspiracy about this. It's called. Have you ever heard of like Tartaria?
I feel like I have.
Tartaria is supposed to be like so there are a bunch of old maps that used to call like sections, like a large section of the world, Tartary, like Tartary. And then Tartaria, I guess, was like the city. I'm not sure on that exactly, but basically the whole idea was that there a lot of these buildings are built on top of underground buildings, and so the idea is that there was this massive mudslide that came through and like wiped everything out. Mm-hmm. And so now they're building, or they built, these giant structures on top of those because they've got stronger foundations, what have you. It's just like another claim that these guys are talking about.
That's bizarre.
It's like Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah.
You've heard of that
gosh.
one?
Oh, yeah. So you heard of that, Caleb?
No.
Caleb, oh my gosh. Man, I got a bunch of stuff to tell you on this podcast.
Have to start
I gotta look into this.
Yeah. We're going to have to start a secret show where it's just Trey and I nerding out about all these different conspiracy theories, and then Caleb like learning along the way of like, what the heck are you guys talking about?
I'm all about this, man. Like I'm all about this kind of stuff.
I gotta read into it.
And it's not that like you necessarily believe a lot of this stuff,
right?
Because I don't. But there's stuff like the moon being hollow. Like that's like a weird thing, and it's like it sounds really dumb until you realize like the moon is like 75% of the Earth's size, but only like it's such a small fraction of the Earth's weight, and you're like, why is that way?
Wow.
Yeah. It's so again, I don't believe that necessarily, but
I believe in Bigfoot, dude.
Oh, yeah. Dude. You want to have the Bigfoot conversation really quick?
We can't open the can of worms. We're going to save it.
What about if the Holocaust really happened?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We're not talking about that right now. Holocaust 100% happened.
The Holocaust happened. I have questions about the numbers that were given out.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, bro. We got to move past this.
Yeah.
All right. Look. We're 4 days away from the NFL draft, and we are bothering people with our just musings over history. Let's talk draft. Y'all ready to talk draft?
Yeah.
Let's get into this.
I'll do it.
Big news happened over the weekend. I was
news.
so busy. I wasn't ready for it. I see that the New York Giants trade Dexter Lawrence,
Let's go,
all-pro nose tackle, to the Cincinnati Bengals for pick 10. Straight up.
Trey, who won this trade?
Oh, the Giants.
Nice.
Easy.
Really?
Nice.
Easy.
Wow.
Brother, you already
I think it's even. I think it's pretty even.
I don't think so.
If not, leans towards the Bengals a little bit.
Think about Think about it this way: you already have like a really great pass rusher in Trey Hendrickson that you let walk out the door.
Right.
You're still going to pay Dexter Lawrence, and now you give up number 10.
Actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. To me, I'm like,
I go back and forth on it.
I mean, the Giants like obviously win. Like they clear up cap space, right? So they can They can make a massive signing or trade for a player,
Yeah.
if they want to, with that pick. Or they can just go crazy. Who knows? Like, if there's a guy they love, they can jump up to, like, number 2.
So Harbaugh's cooking.
If they like 2 guys in the draft, which by the way, Odell Beckham, did you see
in the
like
facility.
he's
Back
in the facility today?
yeah.
So crazy.
Nobody cares about OBJ no more.
Yeah.
Washed.
Has been.
But now they have 2 top 10 picks. Like,
That's
is
sick.
It's incredible to me.
They own
And
a fifth of the top 10.
yeah, and
That's
if in a
sick.
draft where there's probably like 15 first-round talents,
Right.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
Giants easily win this.
Yeah.
I like
in
that.
my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's a tough one. I think when you bring in the Trey Hendrickson thing, that really kind of shines a light on the Bengals. Kind of what are they doing? Because Dexter Lawrence is 28, right? You just got rid of Trey Hendrickson.
Yep.
And Dexter Lawrence is sick.
So
He's so
good.
good.
So good.
I saw they signed him to a year extension. He's going to make 28 mil.
Yep.
He'll be there for 2 years, but. Like, this is another guy you got to pay. I think the Bengals really just feel like they're in their Super Bowl window and saw the impact that Dexter Lawrence made. Really, this trade's not going to be proven until next year in the offseason when we look back and see how this panned out. Who do the Giants get at 10?
Yeah.
But
I would push back on that a little bit. I don't think that the Bengals are in a Super Bowl window.
Really?
I don't. I think they have a lot of stuff to work on, which is crazy because August last year, I was like, they're my Super Bowl pick.
Right.
But you just look at them, they have so many holes, and it's because this year alone, they have more than $140 million locked up in 4 players.
Right.
That's Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Dexter Lawrence.
Worth it.
Well,
Is it worth it? I
Worth it.
don't think so.
I'll say this: Dax Hill is Dax Hill, right? The guy that in the secondary has been balling for the
DJ
Bengals.
Turner.
No, DJ Turner. That's
DJ
right.
Turner's
DJ
dog.
Turner's
He's
been
good.
balling.
He's good. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the last 2 years, the Bengals have tried for edge rushers in the draft, and they've not really panned out for them.
Right.
So I really think the Bengals just aren't good at drafting, and they kind of seen look, we've taken 2 swings at edge to kind of help the defense. And we can't just afford to take a swing. And you look at the edge guys that'll be there. Maybe Reuben Bain is there. And maybe they don't feel comfortable with Bain. And they need somebody to rush the passer. There's no nose tackles at that range that is worth getting.
I don't think there's any nose tackles in the first round, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, in the back half, really.
Maybe.
Yeah. But, you could go get safety Caleb Downs, which we all love Caleb Downs.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's not that important a position as an immediate pass rusher. And if you look at the splits of Dexter Lawrence when he was on the field and off the field last year for the Giants were like the 32nd ranked defense with him off the field.
Yeah.
And they were a top 10 unit when he was on the field.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
One player.
That's crazy.
That's one player. And that defense is buns all the way around. So
Yeah, he's a top 3 nose tackle in the league.
Yeah.
I think this puts him in a great position. They already went to the Super Bowl a couple years back with Bunn's defense and coordinators. It was just the offense, so it's just a defensive problem. We all knew this. Like you said, DJ Turner coming on, he's a dog. I think he's top 3 in forced incompletion rates this past year, which
he
is
was
insane.
really, really good.
But they were getting tore up in the run.
Yeah.
It was the run that was absolutely destroying them.
Yeah.
It was the Arizona running back, like the 3rd string. What was his name?
Oh, gosh. He was on all my fantasy teams.
He came in and had dropped
Bam Knight.
Yeah, Bam Knight drops over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's that bad.
Yeah.
So I think putting in Dexter Lawrence immediately, it just makes such a big improvement. Also, he is 28, but think about Cam Hayward is 36, and he's still considered top 5 in the league.
Yeah.
DTs have a
could
lot
age
longer
well.
of a lifespan.
They're just going to
you
have
know.
to pay him.
I'm not
Exactly.
saying this isn't good for Cincinnati. I'm just when you're evaluating who won this trade, to me it's very simple that the Giants won that.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It'll all be proven here. And I think the Giants have a lot of guys they want in the draft.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that here in just a minute because we're going to do our own mock draft to celebrate the draft starting on Thursday. And we're going to pick who we think these teams are going to take. But now they get 2 top 10 picks. There's been a lot of smoke around them getting Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, tackle Francis Maui Noah, and maybe now even Jordan Tyson.
Yeah.
Friday,
Yeah.
last week, Jordan Tyson worked out for over 18 teams. Was that where they are?
Saw that. And Shane was there. The GM Shane. Yeah, he was in attendance himself.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah, Shane Gillis. Yeah.
He might have been there.
Yeah. No, Shane from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, Rick. Let me tell you something, man.
He must be that good if they're both there.
Yeah,
Shane from Walking Dead is one of my favorite characters of all time. I love Shane. He's so good.
You're a knucklehead.
Let me tell you something, man. I have a huge man crush on John Bernthal.
Dude.
Yes.
He's so good in everything.
He's so good.
Like
Punisher.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wait, was he in Wolf of Wall
Yeah.
Street?
Was he really?
Yeah.
I can't
You guys don't remember?
How do I not
Come on,
remember
come on.
that?
He punched Jonah Hill. Don't you remember?
Oh, okay. Now it's coming back. Yeah.
Come on.
He's great in that.
Don't watch that, kids.
Yeah, don't watch
that movie.
Or watch it with your parents.
We don't approve.
So that was big news. The other big news, we touched on this last week, that the A.J. Brown trade was rumored to be a done deal post June 1. And more news came out about that basically the Eagles and Patriots have worked on a deal that will send A.J. Brown to the Patriots after June 1st. I think it's hilarious. I saw this tweet, and this is another conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Would it be considered collusion if the Eagles, with their first round pick, draft a player that they immediately trade post June 1st to the Patriots for A.J. Brown? Like they talk to the Patriots on the phone and say, who do y'all want here?
But in that case, why wouldn't you
know.
just trade the pick
Well,
beforehand?
it's because it's the June 1st thing. If they wait till after June 1st, they don't have to pay A.J. Brown all this money, like dead cap money.
I get that. It's just weird. I think even Trey was saying it last week, how it's so weird how they're blowing it up. Like, it's really going to happen, guys. We're just waiting.
Yeah,
like, when does that happen?
When that came down, I saw that today. I literally was like, okay, I was like 50-50 on this. Now I'm like 25-75 that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, it's draft week, of course. Like there's gonna be all these smoke screens that come out. Like they say so many things. It didn't leak on accident. Somebody put that out there on purpose because they wanted other teams to see this. Again, it's like you said, like a last ditch effort to be like, hey, come and get him.
Right.
Like we're gonna get him if you don't get him.
And why do they care about everyone knowing?
Exactly.
You know?
Just do it then.
Exactly.
Right. And
just so you guys know, we're definitely doing this.
Yeah, and it's like the more I talk about it, like, if it happens, okay. But I will not be surprised at all if it doesn't happen. Like, in fact, I would be like, okay, that's what I expected.
Right.
You know, that's where I stand right now. I would be more surprised if this trade actually does go through than if it doesn't. The Patriots need him, though. Like, the Patriots need A.J. Brown. So, like, I don't know. Again, we talked about how Romeo Doubs got sent over there last week. We talked about how Romeo Doubs signed over there for so much money and
wide receiver too.
I don't know, man.
It's so weird. I mean, just to be behind Efton Chisholm, in the lineup, it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
There's this could be like an all-time Howie Roseman moment in the draft, because imagine this, right? So they've got this deal set in place. What if Howie sees somebody in the top 10 he really likes, and there's a lot of teams that want to trade out, and they offer their 26 first and then their 27 first to move up into the top 10 to draft whoever. Who knows? It could be Sonny Styles, could be Reuben Bain.
Carnell Tate.
I feel like Reuben Bain would be like that guy. They could trade up and get Carnell Tate, their receiver. And then at June 1st, they trade A.J. Brown to the Patriots to get a 27 first.
And get their first back.
And get their first back.
Dude.
Wouldn't that be all time?
That would be insane.
That would be
Absolutely.
insane.
Like,
now, why is
he's got to be like
you seen that guy?
At that point he would be the best.
that?
Like the you would have to say like you're the best GM in football.
Oh,
if that happens,
he already is kind of like top. One of the top dogs of all time. Just because there's always these guys that drop in the draft and nobody wants to take them for some reason. They're either hurt or something, but they're so good.
Yeah,
and he's just like, I'll do it.
Yeah,
it pans out great for
them into
him.
stars. Yeah,
it's crazy. They draft so well, and so I just think could lead to some really interesting events come draft day. Yeah. Caleb's prediction last week was spot on. Spot on. He said that this draft is very interesting, very weird, but that he thought that this draft would have the most trades we've seen, like of really any draft ever. Yep. And it's already panning out.
Yep.
And we haven't even gotten to the draft yet. we already have a top 10 pick traded for a player, which we never see that.
Yeah.
That is
and
crazy.
then Cardinals want to move out.
And what's interesting about that, like, it's funny talking about this trade and talking about the Eagles, because the last time a first round pick was traded for a player straight up,
Right.
Or a player was traded straight up without like anything extra.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Uh-uh.
It was Vic. It was Michael Vick when he got when the Falcons traded for the Falcons traded for the number 1 overall pick to the Chargers.
Okay.
Who then drafted LaDainian Tomlinson with pick number 5, and then I forget who else it was, but they traded like a bunch, like just for that number 1 pick.
What a draft.
Yeah.
LT
Crazy.
at 5.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine missing out on Mike Vick and just getting the best running back of all time.
Yeah.
My goat.
Crazy.
Let's see. Other notes. Really not a whole lot of new stuff. Brandon Aubrey re-signs 4-year, $28 million deal. Shout out Kickers.
Yeah, shout out
Kickers.
Kickers.
We're not
He
dead.
deserves that, man.
Yeah,
It's
he's
so,
so
funny
good.
because like a couple of years ago, he's just like sitting on his couch telling his wife, "I could do that," and he just signed.
Dude, he's so good.
He's so good.
Did you guys know that also in high school I played corner, wide receiver, and kicker and punter as well?
Wow.
This guy.
Played them all.
You just didn't want all the money.
I didn't have a
That's why.
single good kick the entire season.
He didn't want people thinking he was too rich.
Yeah.
So,
So he didn't
he
go
just
pro.
didn't go pro.
Yeah.
He just he wanted to live in a small house.
He would have put Travis Hunter to shame.
Yeah. This was like U12. I don't know why we were punting. Nobody punted. The one time I did try to punt, my long snapper actually snapped it and then backed up too far to where he backed into me as I was punting.
Good
Lord.
Yeah. Good. That's
Man.
why nobody punts.
Yeah.
No
And then I
punts.
took off.
He's like, "What do I do?"
It was a sneak. I got tackled like 10 yards behind scrimmage.
NFL teams should no longer punt. That's my takeaway from this.
Yeah, there we go. 4th and 30.
Anthony
Yeah.
Richardson, Kenny Moore from the Colts, they both have requested trades per Chris Ballard.
Yeah.
I think we've seen that Anthony Richardson was potentially a guy that was going to be on the block.
Yep.
I think I saw some stuff about the Steelers maybe taking a stab at him, and
Sounds like us.
don't want
You
those
got to.
problems.
Who's your number 1 quarterback right now?
Yeah.
Will Howard.
William. Yeah.
Young William.
Billy.
Young
I,
Willie.
I'll tell you what.
Billy Howie.
If you guys want to see a dope Steelers mock draft, go to my Twitter. I told Caleb about this. I put together a little mock draft for the Steelers, just predicting. And there's one thing that I'm so shocked that I don't really see any Steelers beat reporters talking about, but like obviously Steelers need a quarterback. The draft is in Pittsburgh, so doesn't it make sense to try to make a move for somebody in this draft? Now, obviously there's only Mendoza, and then there's guys like Ty Simpson, and like some people don't like Ty Simpson. I happen to think Ty Simpson might be okay.
Yeah.
I think he needs to sit for a year.
Yeah.
But like, imagine this: Steelers trade. They have a plethora of later round picks.
Yeah.
So they trade their second, 2/3, and a fourth to move up to pick 30 with the Dolphins to draft Ty Simpson.
Love it.
As their second first round pick. They get him on a 5-year deal, rookie deal. Let him sit for a year behind Aaron Rodgers, because we all know do not believe the lies that the Steelers don't know what's happening with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers still hasn't. You're so dumb. Like the people that are like giving into this narrative, it's so stupid. Like the Steelers know that he's coming back. Aaron knows he's coming back. He just likes getting a reaction out of you guys. So
He wants attention.
I think Ty Simpson to the Steelers, pick 30. Sneaky bet. If that happens, just, bury me in Gucci, Prada.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'd be so happy about that.
Just prepare the parade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. More likely we'll get Garrett Nussmeier in the 3rd or 4th round. We'll have to deal with
I don't
that
even know
situation.
who that is.
Yeah, LSU quarterback who's got
Oh,
some
yeah.
family
That's
relation,
right.
I think, from with Mike McCarthy.
Does he really? Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh.
Or Drew Allar, Penn State product.
Cade Klubnik.
Oh, yeah.
I actually wouldn't mind
My
Drew
dog.
Allar, but we won't go too deep into that. Matt Stafford close on a deal with the Rams,
Yep.
an extension. The old man just, he's
He ain't got no quit.
Proven
he got no
doubters
quit.
wrong, man.
He ain't got no quit.
he's done it his whole career.
Yeah.
He's so good.
So good.
They're another sneaky Ty Simpson team. Apparently,
Yeah.
McVay loves Ty Simpson. They'd be a team I'd be looking at to move up.
Yep.
And you've already seen they're just like throwing draft picks at people right now. So
Yeah.
they're getting back to their old ways,
Yeah.
their old winning ways. But But yeah, before we go into this mock draft, because we're going to take turns, we're going to go through the first round and try to mock every spot. Wanted to remind you guys that Thursday night, during round 1 of the NFL draft, we are going to be live on the Sunday Concessions YouTube channel.
Let's go.
We're going to be live reacting to all the picks going on. We're going to give you our analysis, our vibes, takes on everything. We're also going to be giving out lots of free stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking subscriptions to the website. We're talking merch.
Yeah.
We're talking all kinds of different things. Just show up. You don't even have to be there long. Show up. Leave a note in the comments. Tell us you're here, and we'll get you straight.
Just come onto the show and say free stuff.
Yeah.
We'll probably give you something for
exactly.
free.
I will be wearing my 2X Antonio Brown jersey with no pants on underneath. Just so you guys know.
If we get enough people watching, he can stand up.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go get some water. No. I'll get it for you.
Get the water for you. Yeah,
Sorry, Caleb will do it.
I'm so stoked, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
The draft really has become like one of my favorite traditions.
Yeah.
But yeah, should we go into this mock draft?
Let's do
What's
it.
the order?
Ready? All right,
Should we
so
randomize?
we're going to give Trey the 101.
Dang.
So we'll go Trey, Caleb, me.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll just keep going around.
Yeah.
So Trey,
We're not doing snake draft. We're doing.
not doing well.
Oh, I
yeah,
guess-
should we snake? What do
Yeah,
you want
let's
to do?
snake.
You want to snake? All right, we'll
Yeah.
snake. So I'll do 3 and 4, and then it'll go back to Caleb.
I'll still be middle.
You're going to be in the middle. You're just like you are in family and everything. So.
Hey.
All right, we're using the Underdog mock NFL draft tool. If you search Underdog mock NFL draft, you can find this. It's a free tool. Right now, I think they're offering people $100 if they have like one of the most accurate drafts. I think it's for the first 5 or 10 people. It's free. It's really easy to do. You can mock draft the whole first round. Definitely would encourage you guys to go check that out. But that's the tool we're going to be using today. And Trey, we're going to start with you. Raiders at 101. You've been a big proponent of them trading out, but I think we're avoiding trades in this mock.
Yeah,
right?
let's not do trades so
Yeah.
we can, just for time's sake.
Yeah,
You have
well,
10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, number 1 overall is going to be Fernando Mendoza. I think
What?
everybody on earth knows that.
Yeah.
If you're a betting man, now's your chance.
That's right.
To bet a lot of money and potentially lose a lot of money,
Get
but
into
probably
it.
win a little bit.
All right, Mendoza goes 101. I
Yeah.
think that's pretty much locked in stone.
Yeah.
At this point, as silly as we may think it is, I think they're going with Mendoza. Caleb, you have picked 2 with the New York Jets, and this has been a hot one. Are they going Arvell Reese, the project guy who's got crazy tools, or are they going with the safe pick and David Bailey? Who you got?
This is a no-brainer. It's neither. Denzel Boston,
Hey!
number 2 overall.
Hey! If
No.
Denzel Boston went 2 overall,
I'm switching to hockey.
yeah, just
We'll be talking about hockey next
we're all
week.
quitting our job. We're gonna,
No, I'm sticking with Arvell Reese. It is one of my most exciting favorite guys in the first 5 picks, and I haven't wavered on this one. As much as I like David Bailey, I think Arvell Reese is just incredible. I can't wait to see Arvell.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Actually, Tom McShay just put out his like big what the league is talking about show Sunday night, and he talked about this has gone back and forth, but he is convinced that they're going Arvell Reese at 2. So that leaves the Cardinals at pick 3 with the option of David Bailey sitting there, Sonny Styles, a lot of good players.
Wait, really quick. Are we drafting guys who we think the team's going to take, or who we would take if we were the GMs?
Let's who we think they're going to take.
who we think they're going to take?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That was
Can I
good-
take that last pick back? No, I'm
Good
playing.
question.
Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
So this is a really interesting one. Obviously, like I think the Cardinals are probably a very big trade back team.
Yeah.
But we're not doing the trade backs. I would look for the Cowboys to trade up here, especially if David Bailey's there.
For sure.
Also, don't count out the Chiefs. They could also trade up. But from what my sources are saying, it's not my
Yeah,
sources. From what podcasts I've been listening to, I'm going to make a surprise pick here. Jeremiah Love goes pick number 3.
I was gonna
to the
do that.
Cardinals.
If I had the number 3 pick, I was gonna send him to Arizona.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do. Actually,
crazy.
Apparently, there's a voice there that's like pounding the table, and it's been a consistent drumbeat through the offseason that the Cardinals, there's somebody there that really, really wants Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
And so, now we have Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals. It's a very questionable pick.
Yeah.
Wouldn't say it's the best, and I think they would prefer to trade out, but they might. I think they actually might take him.
Wow.
Pick 4, that leaves Robert Saleh. He's just licking his chops because now he can take edge David Bailey off the board at pick 4. I think it's the smart pick for the Titans. The Titans get saved from themselves because I think if Jeremiah Love were to drop, they're going to take him. I think getting the edge rusher is the smarter move here in the top 5.
Wow.
Because now, like, here's the other thing with Jeremiah Love, his contract being a top 5 pick is he'd be paid like $50 million.
Yeah.
Like in the first 5 years, it like crazy
money, dude. You said David Bailey, right?
Yeah, David
Okay,
Bailey at 4.
sweet.
Yep. So Caleb, now you're up with the New York Giants with their first pick at
With
pick
Snake,
105.
wouldn't you go again?
I just
You
went
already
twice. Yep.
Am I not paying attention?
You're on the
not paying
Giants.
attention.
I'm
bro.
not paying attention.
Yeah, you're on Giants.
All right. New York Giants are taking Sonny Styles, my dog.
Ooh.
Sonny.
One of the
I love
most
it.
athletic guys in this draft, and is going to bring back the middle linebacker era again.
I
Come on.
love it, man.
I can't wait.
I would
I'm excited.
Yeah, I love that pick. I think they're in love with him, and
I hope I
especially
get
with
that 10
losing.
pick.
Huh?
I hope I get that 10 pick.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Probably not.
Probably not.
But I think losing Dexter Lawrence, they need somebody to help them fill the gap for run defense.
Yeah.
Harbaugh has harped on this. I was telling Caleb earlier. He's like, if a team runs 4 yards per carry against us, we're dead in the water. We got to stop the run. And so, yeah, I think Sonny Styles is almost locked in.
Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, Trey. All right, pick 6.
No, it's.
Oh wait.
Oh,
yeah,
it is
you.
me. It is me.
Yep,
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
6. Cleveland Browns.
All right, Cleveland Browns.
Don't do it.
Let's see.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry to my guy, but he's still on the board. So Carnell Tate, your NFL career is over.
Carnell Tate is the most overrated player in this year.
Yeah.
Run it back.
All right, then we're snaking. I got the Washington Commanders. This one to me is easy. I kind of hinted at this last week too. They need help in the secondary, and you're looking at a beautiful man and Caleb Downs sitting right there. So Caleb Downs, you are a Washington Commander, my friend.
I love it. I
I
love
like
it.
that a lot.
Yeah, the Browns are another team that I think wants to trade back, which
Yeah.
is hilarious. Just classic Cleveland. You know what's crazy is who they love is Caden Proctor.
Interesting.
And Caden Proctor's not really mocked until like the 20s.
Yeah.
And but they love him. So they want to trade back like with the Cowboys.
Honestly, like if you love a guy and you know roughly where he's going to go, why not? Like,
Yeah.
Like somebody will overpay to get your spot.
And so they can trade back. They could even get a third first round pick in this year's draft.
Yep.
And yeah, that would be crazy. But yeah, I think Carnell Tate's the smart move for them.
Yeah, I do too. And who knows? Like maybe a wide receiver can transform an entire organization. Justin Jefferson,
Right.
Dude, he blew up the Minnesota Vikings like
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yep.
Like and
Yep.
and I'm not saying he's going to have a historic start to his career like Justin Jefferson did, but. Dude, I mean, we're big Carnell Tate guys. Like, obviously,
we love Carnell Tate.
We love
all
this
of
guy.
us, all three of us.
All three of us, especially Caleb.
Moving on to the next pick.
I will say too, Caleb Downs to the Commanders is a sick.
Dude,
I love
play.
that. I love Caleb
I would
Downs
get a
Commanders.
jersey. I would get a Downs
I would
Commanders
get a Downs jersey. That'd be
Dude,
fun.
Their new jerseys look good.
Dude,
like
I
it.
haven't
It
seen
looks-
the new ones.
The new Commanders ones?
No,
It
I
looks
haven't
like the
seen them.
Redskins. Like it looks like the classic Redskins.
That's
I mean,
cool.
it
My
doesn't
wa-
look a whole lot different than what it was, but it's pretty sweet. I like it.
My wife just bought me a Commanders jersey.
Oh, Jane Daniels.
Yeah. No, it's Jahan Dotson.
How much is that? Like
$8, dude.
I was gonna say $10
at the thrift store.
Yeah, let's go.
She actually asked me first, and I was like, "Yeah, I want a Jahan
Yeah, let's
Dotson
go.
jersey. Come on,
I like
that's gonna be
Jahan,
so
though.
cool in like 10 years." I'm like, "Who is that?
Yeah.
You don't know Jahan
You don't
Dotson?
know?
Classic Penn State.
Do you even
Legend,
play
never dropped
fantasy
a
football?
never dropped a pass."
All right, Cabes, you're at pick 8 with the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, yeah.
Got a couple guys here that I think would be great fits for them, but who you taking?
If it was me, I would be taking a receiver here, but it's not me. I'm going to take Reuben Bain Jr.,
Love it.
who should have been a top 5 pick, still, in my opinion. But we'll take him at 8. That's a great pick for New Orleans right now.
Yeah, it
he's
is.
going to be a game changer.
Yep. I love that. Yeah, Reuben Bain, he's going to be so good. Kansas City, this is one that's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Because for a while they were mocked wide receiver, get another weapon. I think that's what they should do.
Same here.
They need additional weapons. But apparently some more news has come out that Andy Reid really wants to fix this offensive line. And they're not sure how much they can trust Josh Simmons, who they took in the first round of last year's draft. And so they could be looking at tackle. I'm seeing Francis Maui Noah up there right now. I see Spencer Fano. And, Mansour Delane's there. They could replace Trent McDuffie. There's just so many ways that this pick could go. Just for the chaos of it, I'm going to go with Spencer Fano.
Wow.
Nice.
The first offensive lineman off the board, and it's going to be Fano. I just think he's more flexible. I think he's a guy that the Chiefs like. And I get pick 10 with the Giants. And
You better make the right choice here, boy.
I hate to do it because this pains me. They do need a cornerback pretty bad, but I think they're going to go help their young quarterback continue to ascend. And after Jordan Tyson worked out, I think all the teams are very in on him. I think Jordan Tyson goes pick 10.
Wow.
So, yeah, pick 10.
Nice.
Jordan Tyson to the Giants, and now the Dolphins are on at pick 11.
So not buying the noise that Giants want to be run-heavy offense.
Well, I think
surprised.
I think they are, and I think Maui Noah's the other guy they're really looking at there. I think
Yeah.
he's one of the top guys, but I think Jordan Tyson I think he silenced a lot of the doubters, and he was arguably wide receiver 1 in this class, other than his injury history and teams not knowing if he was going to be fully ready.
Did you see the clips of his pro day that just happened?
Yeah,
Of his
with his
release
late-
off the line?
Yeah, his release is nice. His jumping's too early.
He jumps early. But he can
Yeah.
jump, though.
Yeah.
He's so athletic,
He's
man.
super athletic.
He's just getting ready for underthrown balls. That's all.
That's exactly what it is.
He reminds me of a more athletic, like Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
Which I love Jordan Addison. I think
Yeah.
he's one of the most underrated receivers in the league.
I actually love that.
But like his release and his little moves, it kind of reminds me of J. Jeff a little bit, like the
Yeah.
stuff he does.
Yeah. I love
but yeah.
Jordan
So
Tyson.
who you got to the Dolphins?
To the Dolphins, we are going with Francis Maui Noah.
Wow. Okay.
I
Pretty
love that
easy
pick.
pick.
Yeah, I mean,
I think of the Dolphins, obviously you're not going to fix your team in one draft, so they're going to be looking for the draft next year probably. They're looking for a QB, start building the line, start getting them protection, whoever
Yep.
it may be.
Yep.
I think it just makes sense here.
Arched Manning. Yeah, I love that
Archie.
pick. Maui Noah falls, Dolphins scoop him up. I love it.
Yep.
Trey, back to you. Pick
Yep.
12, Dallas Cowboys.
the Trayvon Diggs experiment is obviously over. They need a corner. Mansour Delane. He's going to the Dallas Cowboys at pick
Best
number
corner
12.
in the draft. I love
Yeah,
that.
at 12. Yep.
And you've also got the Rams at 13.
Yeah. And the one we went over last week actually, Mekhi Lemon to the Rams. I like that.
Yeah,
And
I
so
think
I'm
that's a
I'm
good
gonna
pick.
send that. I'm gonna send Mekhi Lemon to the Rams.
You think Puka's going to be okay?
I think you'll. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. Praying for that man.
Yeah, same.
He needs a lot
Good
of
for him for
prayers.
going and getting help.
Yep.
But yeah, not good to see from your star wide receiver.
Yeah.
In the offseason. Then they got 30-something-year-old Devontae Adams.
That's what I'm gonna say. If
You know.
if the rumors are true and Devontae Adams is like, if they're kind of out on him and Puka's going through whatever he's going through, like you're not confident in that room at all.
Yeah.
When it was considered probably one of the best at the start of the season last
Right.
year. So you got to go get a receiver.
Yep. Yep.
Because outside of those guys, you have wide receiver 3s on the team.
Yeah, and at this point, there's really not a lot of game-changing players left.
Yeah.
And I think this is like where it kind of tails off. So
Yep.
I think Mekhi Lemon's like the closest you're going to get.
Yeah.
So yeah, Caleb has pick 14 with the Baltimore Ravens. Who are you taking here, Caleb? There's a lot of ways they could go.
I hate this. I don't like making this pick.
Yeah, I know who you're taking.
I know there's a lot of smoke for Kenyon Sadiq, and that's probably what they're going to do,
Okay.
but I really feel like they're not going to. I feel like they would love to take your boy Olajuwon just to piss off Pittsburgh.
Olavenga. it literally happens every single year where
That's who I'm going.
the Steelers watch a guy, they like have been talking about him all offseason, and the Ravens always have an earlier pick because they suck, which is wild because they have Lamar Jackson. They're so much better than
Yeah.
us, but they always have an earlier pick than us.
Yeah.
But they always get the guy that everybody wants the Steelers to take.
Yeah.
Always.
And they just got
Always.
rid of Daniel Falele, who
I
went
know.
to New York, and Falele was terrible. He was getting Falele'd every single play.
They lost a couple of their own linemen, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost Linderbaum.
Yeah.
That O-line's like
It's getting a little messed up.
it's
Yeah.
getting a little messy. So
But-
they're
But
definitely
they've
gonna have to
been,
work.
I mean, historically, they've been good at shoring up that offensive line.
Yes.
And they've been very good at it. So I love that pick to them.
This I think Venga is the best offensive lineman in the draft.
Yeah.
But he just plays guard. but
Yeah.
like he's the safest pick. He's gonna have the best ceiling and best career, I think, of all these guys.
Yeah.
He just plays a less premium position. Yeah, I would love to see him drop to 21 to the Steelers, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, so-
He's been getting so hyped up lately.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so I've got the Buccaneers now. Buccaneers are one of these teams that's really weird. They don't really have like a lot of glaring needs. And actually, I'm gonna take Jermod McCoy. I think they're gonna take a swing on a corner.
I like it.
Obviously McCoy is a guy who had incredible tape in his junior year, but was injured last year, and he's fallen quite a bit in this draft. I think the Bucs will take a stab at him, and they lost Jamel Dean. They need help. New York Jets. I'll go back again. Jets have pick 16. This will be their second pick. We already gave them Arvell Reese, so they're not going to be looking at edge. This one, I feel like they're going to try to take a receiver, and I do think that they love Omar Cooper Jr. So I think Omar Cooper Jr. is the guy going to the New York Jets at pick 16. Early for Mr. Omar Cooper Jr., but I think wide receivers are going to start flying off the board here.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bit of a reach right there.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the position.
Yeah. And I think it is another thing of like looking towards 2027.
Yeah.
Give this receiver a year to kind of get in the groove. Because
from
last
Garrett
year we
Wilson,
saw when Garrett Wilson was hurt, it was Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah.
It was, who's that other Dingleberry? John Mechie.
Dingleberry.
Yeah. He's not a Dingleberry. He's a good, decent player.
Yeah.
They just didn't have any weapons at all available. So add a weapon, get them ready for next year.
Yeah.
Caleb, you've got pick 17, Detroit Lions. Who you got?
I could see this being a spot for Caden Proctor. He just feels like a Detroit Lion.
Right.
But I
he
do
does.
think they're going to stick with O-line and go with Monroe Freeling. This guy's huge.
Massive.
This man is 6'7".
6'7".
Over 315, I think, or 320.
Yeah.
But great run blocker, and Detroit loves running the ball. And I'm sure they can move him around, put him in the guard position, whatever they need to do. Someone just to stand there and take hits so that, cute little Jared Goff doesn't have to get smacked around anymore.
Yeah. I think that pick is so easy that they're taking tackle.
Yeah.
They need it, and they're going to build through the trenches. So great pick. Trey, you've got the Vikings at pick 18.
Yeah. I'm stuck between two, and you guys are hearing my thoughts as they pop into my head. But I'm going to go safety here again. I know I picked safety for Washington.
Yep.
See, I'm thinking I kind of want Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Okay.
I kind of want to put him there over Dylan Thieneman.
Do it.
I'm going to do it. Yeah. I'm going to do it. Okay.
Dylan's better.
I'm gonna put
dare
him
you.
there.
It's kind of funny because everyone's mocked Dylan Thieneman to the Vikings.
Yeah.
Just because he's white and plays safety.
Yeah.
And he plays like Harrison Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
Who just retired.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, well, it's
It
Harrison
makes
Smith
sense.
again. But I think Emmanuel McNeil Warren, not Morris.
Yeah.
I think this guy is a dog.
Yeah,
I think he's very,
so
very good. Underrated because coming out of Toledo, but just really, really good player. So I love the pick.
Well, the former safety, Thieneman, he's going to go to Carolina next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Trey.
That's actually a great one.
Please.
I heard today that the Panthers love Thieneman.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. And again, we talked about this a little bit last week too, but their secondary is so sick. And just adding another massive weapon to it is just going to, they could take the division just with that.
Yeah.
Again, they can take the division again just with their secondary.
Yep.
And so they're just going to shore that up. And I'm excited for Carolina, man.
Yeah.
They are looking good. Caleb, you said that 2 weeks ago.
What's
and
up?
You were like, Carolina is going to be, they're like a sneaky good team. And every week we start talking a little bit more about them. I'm excited to watch that team this
Yeah.
year.
They're going to be a lot of fun.
They're going to be fun, yeah.
We're going to have to keep in touch with Kendrick and make sure that, we get his reaction each week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I know he's going to be excited.
Yep.
All right, back to Caleb. Dallas Cowboys on the clock. Pick 20. Big needed edge. Couple edge guys there.
Yeah.
What you got?
I keep hearing that they love this guy, Akeem Mesidor, who is 25 years old.
Yeah.
This man's almost as old as me, which is
Dang.
pretty bad.
That's pretty old.
So old.
But they want their edge guy. And this is if they do end up keeping their picks, which I know there's been a lot of smoke of them trading these picks to get up and get the Arvell Reese or David Bailey, whoever else. But if they do stick to hold on to it, I think they're going to Keem Mesidor, getting them on their line, and probably still going to be a trash franchise that will never win anything.
Dang.
I love it. Yeah.
Go Commanders.
Yeah, I think it's a great pick for the Cowboys. You know, their defense last year, we talked about them being the new Bengals, where great offense, terrible defense. And this mock, they take Mansour Delane at 12, which is awesome.
Yep.
You know, get a solid corner. And now you get your edge guy. Yes, he's older, but he's still very, very good. The only reason he's down here at pick 20 is because he's 25 years old.
Yeah.
But he could be a steal.
What year do you
Not here
think-
for a long time, just here for a good time.
What year, in your opinion, do you think edge players start to kind of just tailor off? And what part of their career?
29, 30, typically.
30?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we've seen that quite often.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you have your freaks like T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett, but even T.J. last year had a down year. I can't remember how old he is. I think he's like 31.
Oh, Von Miller.
Von Miller.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, a lot of these guys have a down year, but a lot of them, too, you know, kind of break back out. You know, they'll have a down year, but then they break back out. Look at oh my gosh, I'm gonna blank. I'm gonna look like an idiot. The Texans, not Will Anderson.
Danielle Hunter.
Danielle Hunter.
Yeah.
Danielle Hunter's like 34 years old and probably had his best season last year.
You know what's
Danielle's
crazy
such a
is like
dog.
when he was a free agent, I was hammering the table for the Broncos
Yeah.
to get him because I don't know, like to me he passes that eye test. Like
Yes.
I love Danielle Hunter.
I love watching him pass rush.
And I just wanted him so badly, and he went to the
Yeah.
Texans, and I was like, dang, that sucks, but
He-
good for them.
He is one of like the smartest pass rushers. It's just incredible
Yeah.
watching him play. But yeah, all right, back to this draft. Pittsburgh Steelers sitting here at pick 21,
can
and a
you get,
lot
buddy?
of the guys they wanted are gone off the board. You know, they lose Omar Cooper Jr., receiver they were really looking at, Olavenga.
Fernando Mendoza.
Fernando
he's gone.
Mendoza. This could be a really interesting
this
pick.
happen?
I could see the Steelers trading back really in this draft.
No trades.
And once again, no trades. But I think at this pick, I think they are leaning towards Caden Proctor. Been a lot of news coming out today about tackle being a huge need for the Steelers with Broderick Jones not really panning out, and he had that neck injury at the end of last year. Schefter reported that it was bad, that it was still bothering him, and they didn't know if he was going to be ready. But Steelers top brass were saying today that there's no new news on him, that he's still recovering in a good way. So, but I still think that they want to continue to build through the trenches. They're looking to 2027. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Caden Proctor, get a big guy from the SEC. They love these SEC guys.
Yeah.
Chargers, this is another interesting pick. They have some needs. Man, I think they would have to take I think they're going to take Caleb Lomu. I think that's who they take. Obviously they have the two solid tackles.
Rashawn Slater,
and Joe Alt. But we saw last year all the injuries just brutalized them.
Yeah.
I think
No depth. They had no depth.
They had
behind
no
them.
depth. Lomu's a guy I think that could play on the inside in year one. Don't be surprised too if they take one of these later round guards like Chase Besantis. There's a couple options. This is where the draft gets really weird because these guys here could all fall into the second round, and a lot of guys in the second round could come up. But that's who I'm going to take. Caleb, you've got Mr. Howie Roseman now.
Oh boy,
pick 23. Who are you taking for the Eagles here?
Man, I want so badly for the
Denzel
Eagles to take Denzel Boston. But I think Howie's smarter than that, and he's not going to. I think this would be a sick place for Kenyon Sadiq
oh
to
yeah,
go.
dude. I was hoping you said
Dude,
that.
you lose A.J. Brown,
Yep.
everyone's like, oh my gosh, they got to get Denzel or Concepcion, the next best guys.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard's a
yeah,
million years
yeah,
old.
but-
Like 29 now, yeah.
Picture
He's
this, though.
Still
You got
seems like 39 though.
Yeah, I know.
It seems.
Well, he's injured like half the year
Yeah.
every year.
Yeah.
exactly. But I mean, picture this offense. You kind of go back to your roots. You run a lot of the RPO with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley,
Yep.
who both had down years, and there's a little smoke on Jalen Hurts to kind of perform this year. But this is when he was balling. When like he didn't have to pass, 30 times a game and reach 400 passing yards at a game. But you got him, Saquon Barkley, Devonta Smith, who's just quick, do it all. kind of getting better with every year. But then you got Kenyon Sadiq, one of the most athletic tight ends coming into the league.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be
Yeah.
another Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
I'm saying it right now.
Okay.
It won't be another Kyle Pitts.
We're going to hold you to it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this could be nasty. I think it'd be a really, really good fit.
And
And just another piece for the Eagles to be a good team. And we have to endure and suffer and watch them go to the playoffs
Yeah.
again.
And it makes sense with the Jalen Hurts discourse over the offseason of him being bad.
Yeah.
Get him another weapon
Yeah.
and an easier outlet weapon
Yeah.
and a tight end. So, yeah. All right, Trey, you're pick 24. You got the Cleveland Browns' second pick.
Yeah.
You took Carnell Tate earlier.
Yep.
So they've gambled. There are not a lot of tackles left.
Yep.
But what are you going to do here?
We're going edge.
Edge.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we're going edge.
Going to reinforce.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, you want somebody to come in and you want to learn from Myles Garrett,
The best.
Before, yeah, I mean, you want to teach him you want him to learn everything that Myles Garrett can teach him.
Yeah.
You know, he can be the future. Keldrick Falk out of Auburn.
I love it.
We're going to take him.
Okay. All right.
And I feel like that's kind of a steal at that spot.
Very
too.
much so. Keldrick's kind of dropped.
Yeah.
I could see Keldrick going to the Chargers. They really need edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. And then Chicago Bears.
Chicago. Somebody
Let's
call
see.
Dom.
Yeah, it's called Dom. I like wide receiver here
Yeah.
for Chicago.
Yep. They just lose DJ Moore.
Yeah. Did they lose him or did he lose them?
Yeah. Well,
That's,
I think that's the latter.
yeah. We're going KC Concepcion.
Wow, I love it.
He's going to go 25 to the Chicago Bears.
I love that.
Yeah.
A lot of tricky receivers on that team now. Luther Burden,
Yeah.
KC Concepcion. Then you
Yeah.
got Roma Dunze being your big, alpha.
Yep.
That's pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
you're setting
and
up-
Colston.
Right. And you're setting up your quarterback to,
Yeah.
really just go crazy.
Now
Like,
Ben Johnson can do whatever the heck he wants.
Yep, and you have there are no. I just lost it. Forget it. We'll cut it right there.
It's
when you
okay.
say Ben Johnson.
Cut. There's no on to the
Cut.
next pick. No, but it's funny too because there's no running backs here. Like,
Yeah.
right. It'd be so nice for them to have a running back here to draft. Nobody here that worth taking, and they're gonna have to run it back with DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monungai.
Yeah.
Wasn't too
Monungai,
bad last year.
but,
Yeah, I do
yeah.
like
No
Monungai.
excuses for Caleb Williams.
That's right. That's right. All right, Caleb, back to you. Buffalo Bills at pick 26. Who are you taking here?
Quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. This is a tough one. Man, I feel like it's got to be defense for sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of a no-brainer, but it's just where on the defense. I know last year their secondary was abysmal, but I know they also had quite a lot of injuries. Maxwell Harrison, he was nice. Was he the rookie pick
he was-
years ago or last year's rookie?
It was last year, but he got hurt.
Did he get hurt? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. They also took the boy from Tech. I can't remember his name, but he actually ended up being decent. So I'm kind of leaning on wanting to go more like secondary here and do like the
Yeah.
Avion Terrell or there's another corner from Clemson.
Colton Hood.
Colton Hood. I
Tennessee.
like Colton Hood. Tennessee, thank you. But then it's also TJ Parker there. Not the best edge in the class. He's all right. You can, throw him on the other side from Mr. Bosa.
Yep.
But I think I am going to stick with Colton Hood here.
Cool.
Yeah, I like
like
the
that
secondary pick
Yeah,
here.
that's
I think
cool.
Colton Hood's pretty solid. Someone you can pick up late in the draft, and I think I like running with that one.
Yeah, it's so sad because I think the Bills really need to work on their rush defense so bad. They were
Yeah.
getting gashed all last year. But, the secondary's also been a problem for them.
Yeah.
I think their defense just kind of stinks in general.
Yeah, it really does.
But, yeah. All right, let's go San Francisco 49ers. This is an interesting spot because, once again, back into the draft, the Niners could do whatever they want. A lot of interesting choices here, but I'm going to stick with, KC Concepcion would make so much sense right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, he would make a lot of sense
But
right
they
here.
have Mike Evans.
Yeah. I don't want to give him Denzel Boston, but I might have to give him Denzel Boston.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm going to go Denzel Boston just for the sake of time. I feel no conviction about that pick whatsoever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's another team that could be dipping into those guards that will drop into the second round or supposed to. But, yeah, I'm going to take that there. And then for the Texans, there's a guy on the board that I think is just an amazing steal for them. They need to build up this O-line continually. We saw C.J. Stroud get murdered in the playoffs. Blake Miller, This guy's not really exciting, but he is a solid starter. They know what they're getting right off the bat, and I think that's what they need.
Yeah.
Once again, they can shift around that offensive line and get him starting year one. So, yeah, I like them taking Blake Miller here. Caleb, back to you. Kansas City with pick 2 of theirs in this draft. They took Spencer Fano, the tackle, at pick 9. So, what are they looking at here?
Right here, I'm kind of also leaning towards the DB position again after losing their star. And I think you like this guy a lot. Chris Johnson out of San Diego State.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dog. Underrated. Very small school.
Yep.
Some might argue he had a very light schedule.
Yeah.
But boy's nice. He's just a freak athlete.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a great pick for Kansas City. Probably going to be another star on this team, and it's going to make Trey real mad. We got to hear about it every week. No, I'm playing.
I was real mad I didn't get
man.
this.
I mean, Chris Johnson's not as good as Trent McDuffie. Downgrade.
He's not even the real Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
But
He's not even
CJ2K.
Yeah.
He's going to allow 2,000 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
CJ all the K's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mad I didn't get this pick because that's who I was going to do. But
Yeah.
Caleb took it for me, so thank you. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Dang.
All right, Trey, we're rounding it out. We got Miami at pick 30.
Yeah, Miami is upset that Denzel Boston went 4 picks before them.
Yes.
Yeah. So who do we want to do? Who do we want to? I don't know, man.
I mean, their top need is edge. I see
They do need
TJ
edge.
Parker.
Yeah, I'm gonna send TJ Parker to Miami.
Yeah, I
at
think
30.
I think that Chris Johnson pick was another one. They could have used a corner here.
Yep.
But yeah, I think TJ Parker's just fallen.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
good pick.
for sure. So do the Patriots select? What do the Eagles need?
Yeah, exactly.
What do the Eagles need here?
They probably take CJ Allen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
who they would take here. I think they'd probably take that tackle.
I was gonna say Max
Iheanacher.
Iheanacher. Yeah, I didn't know how to say that. Yeah, I'm gonna send him to New England.
Yeah.
They need a tackle.
I think that's a great pick. He's a guy that apparently has gotten interest in the top 20. So
At 31 is a steal then.
pick 31. He's a steal. So yeah, I love that pick. Caleb, you're going to round out the draft for us. Seattle, and we like these late the last pick of the first round. Teams like to make a big stink. Who are you
Yeah.
taking here?
I'm not taking Jadarius. I'll tell you that right now.
Thank you.
I'm not feeling that one at all. Yeah, it kind of gets slim here. I have heard a lot about the Ohio State boy, Caden McDonald. I don't think you can have enough D-line, especially with how great the defense was this past year. Like, keep building it. Keep getting good guys in the back end, So why not?
Cade McDonald. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Cade McDonald.
All
Not
right.
Caleb Banks.
Not Caleb Banks.
Caleb Banks. Wow. Crazy. All right. That is the full mock draft. How do we feel about that one?
I feel good.
I feel like that's
Honestly.
a pretty solid draft.
Yeah, I mean, everybody drafted for need.
Yeah.
In the first round, and I mean, I guess that's what you're supposed to do, right? But
Not really a whole lot of best player available in this one because
Yeah.
they're all kind of mid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we drafted very realistically, though. I feel
Right.
like there's going to be so many reaches in this draft, probably once you get after picks like 23
Yeah.
on, and it's going to be weird. It's going to get really weird.
And I think that like a lot of even like NFL teams themselves, they like overthink this kind of stuff, and they're like, why don't we just shore up a spot of need? I don't know. I just feel like none of us really, reached for anything,
Yeah.
that in that draft, and I feel like it just all made sense, you know, from an outsider's perspective. So yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah, I thought it was a great draft. It's cool too on that Underdog app if you use it. Once you submit the draft, it'll show you your draft board, but then it'll give you kind of statistics. So like Jeremiah Love at pick 3 to the Cardinals, they say is an uncommon pairing.
Yeah.
Not very common. Some of the other picks were like first most, like Caleb Downs at 10 is like the first most mocked pick.
Wow.
Yeah.
But really this one's not a bad draft at all. So I really like this one.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job, boys.
Yeah, and that was the first time we've ever done that together.
Together,
Like, so
yeah.
it was just for
We
the
were
first
flowing.
time. Yeah.
Except for the last half of that draft, I swear I can't pin that down.
Yeah.
I feel like
Not at all.
I'm pretty close on the top 20. Up to the Steelers pick. Once you get to the Chargers, I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a bunch of tackles. They need guards.
It's going to get weird.
They need
It's gonna
edge,
get
but all
real
these
weird.
edge guys have short arms.
Yeah.
It's kind of freaky. But yeah, any last thoughts before the NFL draft on Thursday? Any surprises that we should be looking out for?
No, I mean, I think I think there are going to be trades. I would put the over under on trades like at 2.5.
Yeah. I was
Like-
just thinking 3.
Yeah.
I think 3 is a
So you'd
realistic
smash
number.
the over.
Yep. Caleb, you got any thoughts for the draft? Last final words?
I think Ty Simpson's going to go. He's got to go in the first round.
Yeah.
Someone's going to sneak up and get him.
Yep.
I know we've been harping on it, but I feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, I think Ty Simpson's definitely almost a lock to go in the back end of the first round.
And you know who did that last year and is really good now? Jackson Dart with the Giants.
Yep.
They traded in at the last second, and they were very excited.
Yeah.
And now he's like, what, top 3 in the league? You know?
Mhm.
Like he's really good.
Yeah, top 3.
Top 3. He's top 3 in the NFC East.
There you go.
Hey, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
And now he's about to get Jordan Tyson.
I'd even say top 4.
Oh.
Yeah. I think Ty Simpson's a pretty underrated guy, and he just needs to sit for a year. So I hope the Cardinals don't take him. That's the team that's probably the most excited about him right now. I hope they don't take him because
I
he
hope
will be
not.
forced to start in year 1.
They're going to ruin
It's not going to
him.
be good for him.
Yeah.
But the Rams getting him, I mean, for his long-term value, that would be awesome.
Huge.
Because he might be able to sit for like 2 years. And do the
Absolutely.
Jordan Love treatment or the Aaron Rodgers treatment under Brett Favre.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of exciting things. I just think this draft's going to be fun. I think that last 10 picks, I think is going to be wild.
Yeah.
It's going to get silly.
It's going to get really silly. There's going to be guys that get drafted there that people at home are going to be like, this wasn't in any of the mock drafts that the experts were telling me about.
Right.
And it's because, it's a really flat tier at that point. A lot of these guys in the second round might move up. So
And also something to remember is that like each one of these teams have their own rankings for everybody.
Yeah.
So like somebody might, let's talk about Cardinal Tate versus,
Right.
Jordan Tyson, right?
Yep.
Like somebody might have Jordan Tyson as like wide receiver 4, and Cardinal Tate is 1 or vice versa,
Right.
And so there are going to be things that surprise us. There are every single year in the draft. And, Bo Nix, 6 overall quarterback with arguably the best quarterback from that class.
yeah.
Trey, what would you
exactly.
do if Denver traded into the back half of the round and took Ty Simpson?
I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
Be like, why?
I'd be like,
That's a good pick. That's a good move. That's a good move.
Specifically to, for playoff scenarios, Bo Nix breaks.
Okay,
his ankle
there you
again.
go.
That's,
right.
that's all they're.
He's our
drafting.
Jarrett Stidham insurance.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Jarrett Stidham sinking it up in the first half. They just throw him in the second half.
All right, well, guys, now we're going to go into round 2 and 3 of the mock drafts.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Buckle
You
up.
guys ready?
Buckle up.
Trey,
for
did you
this.
do your homework? No, we're not going to do that. But yeah, guys, just a reminder once again, hang out with us on Thursday night. Sunday Concessions YouTube channel will be live, streaming the entire thing. You can come in there, hang out with us, tell us if we're wrong, tell us if we're right. Come and complain about what your team did or celebrate what your team did. We want you to be there. Lots of free stuff, subscriptions to the website, free merch. Just, be there. Do not miss it. But yeah, with all of that being said, guys, we will be here next week unless we got anything else going on. And then we'll be once again breaking down the draft.
Yeah.
But this time we'll actually have more knowledge of what's going on.
And we'll realize how wrong we were.
And we'll realize
with
how
everything.
wrong we were. Yeah. Cameron sounded so smart. It sounded like he did all this research and he was wrong.
I can't further.
Caden Proctor got drafted at pick 3 by the Cardinals.
Dude, the Raiders trading out of 1. I'll be punching
crazy.
the air. I'll be punching the air.
That
if
would
they
be
do. I'll be like,
insane.
dude, I called this.
Oh
a
my
month
God.
ago.
We should get
That'd be
paid for
insane.
that if we call that.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know who would pay us. But anyway, guys, thank you for being here. We will see y'all next week. So, deuces.
Concessions.